Shane, you've got a 4-shot lead now after an 8 under par 63 today. Fantastic round. Have you ever heard a noise like that at a golf event?
No. Honestly, that's the most incredible day I've ever had. It's on the golf course. It's I honestly can't explain what it was like. My God, like, it's just, I suppose the only way I can describe it is, I'm not sure, well, hopefully tomorrow, but I said to Bo walking off the 17 tee, I said, we might never have a day like this on the golf course again, so let's enjoy this next half an hour. Do you know what I mean? So, and that's what I did, and I mean, the crowd were incredible. I just can't believe it, what it was like. It was, I can imagine it was quite difficult for JB to play with that, but yeah, I found it okay anyway.
Entering this week, there was so much talk about Rory and Graeme and even Darren. Did you feel a little bit like the Forgotten Irishman in the group?
No, not at all. Like, the guys are from here. I grew up 4 hours away, so I kind of felt like I could come here and come under the radar a little bit. That's what was nice about this week. But obviously, I'm not quite under the radar anymore. But hopefully, you know, I didn't feel like I was a Forgotten Irishman, but hopefully I'm the one they're talking about tomorrow evening.
I remember speaking to you just after Oakmont, or a year after Oakmont.
I was waiting for it to come up. I was waiting for it.
Specifically, you had said that Darren Clarke was one of the first to speak to you afterwards, and his advice was that you watch it over again and you learn from it. What did you learn from it? How hard was it to watch at the time, and how good would it be to use those lessons at his home course?
Look, I suppose let's get Oakmont out in the open here now. I said it to Bo when I finished. Looked at the leaderboard, 4 ahead. I said to Bo, at least I won't have to answer any questions about Oakmont now. 4 ahead, going into the final round of a major. So look, I learned a lot that day. I learned a lot about myself in Oakmont, and I'm going to learn a lot about myself tomorrow. But I feel like, obviously, look, tomorrow's a huge day in my career, but I don't think, not that it doesn't mean maybe, how do I explain this? It probably doesn't mean as much to me as it did then, which is going to make it a little bit easier. I think I learned a few things that day about playing the final round of major with a lead, that, you know, you need to just hang in till the very last minute. You know, you never know what can happen, and I'm going to do the same tomorrow. So, like, that's a long time ago. I feel like I'm a different person. I don't think I'm a much different golfer, but I feel like I'm a different person now, and I think that's what will help me tomorrow.
I know we've moved up a bit tomorrow to avoid the worst of the weather, but it still looks like it's going to be obviously a lot rougher than it was today. The kind of theory would be that plays into your hands, your experience in links courses, experience in bad weather. Do you think that way? Do you think that gives you an advantage heading out tomorrow?
Yeah, but Tommy Fleetwood grew up in Southport, so, like, you know, he's played in bad weather and bad conditions before. JB Holmes flights the ball lovely. He's pretty good. Brooks is there. No, there's a good leaderboard behind me. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Are the times are earlier tomorrow then, are they? So that's nice. The whole 3:50 tee time was a bit late today, but yeah. Look, I'm just going to go out there. I know it's going to rain. I know it's going to be difficult at times, and I just have to try and shoot the best score I can.
Shane, why do you think it doesn't mean as much to you now?
When I said that, like, it means an awful lot. Like, this means an awful lot. Like, look, if I'm sitting here this time tomorrow evening, it'll be, like, you know, one of the biggest things that's ever happened to me. There's no denying that. But I just felt, you know, the time in Oakmont, my golf just meant a lot more to me back then than it does now. I'm not saying it doesn't mean everything because it's my career, but I've just got certain things in my life now that make it different. Like, I've got a family now, and, like, no matter what I shoot tomorrow, my 2-year-old will be there waiting for me, and that's kind of, you know, Abu Dhabi had started this year, I was 4 ahead going into the final round, and I just said to my wife, just have her there waiting for me when I finish, because no matter what happens, I'm going to be either standing there with a trophy, or it's going to be a disappointing day, and it's going to be the same thing tomorrow. So look, yeah, maybe that's why it doesn't It's weird to say that doesn't mean as much because it's not far off. But like, if you know what I'm saying, like that's kind of the way. I don't really know what I'm saying, to be honest. It's been a long day, lads. You get me.
Can you tell us, did you do anything particular last night to bring yourself down? And will you do anything tonight to bring yourself down, or do you not want to come down?
I actually, to bring myself down, I watched myself on TV. I watched the highlights on BBC. We have a house this week. I've got, my wife and kid and my coach and a couple of friends in there. My brother's here tonight, so we just do the same thing we do every night. Watch TV.
What do you watch?
You gonna
Apart from the BBC, anything else?
Yeah, be lying if I said Love Island wasn't on. We've got a good Irishman in there now as well, so.
That's not going to bring any man down, is it?
No, look. Same things any other person my age does, like just chill out, like do nothing. Lie back on the couch and watch TV. There's not much else on TV, so yeah.
Seeing that shot in the 16, to do that on Calamity on this occasion, how special was that?
Yeah, it was. I'm not going to lie. I pushed it about 5 yards, 10 yards, but it was a perfect 4-iron, to be honest. I knew I couldn't go long, and I knew if I pushed it onto the flag that would carry, so I just tried to hit like a little fade up the green, and it just come off. The very minute it came off the club face, I knew it was pretty close. And to do that, I thought it was closer walking up there, and it was about maybe 8 or 10 feet, and to roll the putt in was really nice as well. And that just every time I had a putt today, I just wanted to hold it because I wanted to hear that roar. It was just incredible. It was just it was an incredible day.